gentlemen, boys, girls, everyone that's probably watching this, grandparents, all the people, husbands, wives. You guys know what game this is, so I don't even have to announce it. But anyway, it's your boy, the Gaming Truge here. And after me kind of giving up on the Wind Waker HD LP, well, actually, that's actually a couple reasons why I gave up on that game. But yeah, and apologies if my voice sounds a bit bad. It's the wagweed that's here in our town right now, and it is kicking my butt super hard. Like, it's not a sickness like I said in the 50 sub video, but it is literally like kicking my butt super hard. So anyway, welcome to the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time LP, and by the 1998-2003 Nintendo logo copyright thing. I'm playing the GameCube version because for a number of reasons. One, I can't find my 64's video cord for the life of me, and also it will help me transfer from one Zelda game to the other, so that I could get used to the controls and stuff like that. And anyway, so why don't we begin this, because I don't want the cutscene to play what's going to happen in the future. And so for this playthrough, I'm just going to name him everyone's favorite Truge. And so let's begin. So for a long while, I've been wanting to actually get to an Ocarina of Time LP. Actually, majority of the times that I try to record this game, it's always a failed LP. So this is actually going to be my first time, hopefully, going through the entire game. And yes, I will set the entire game. I'm not going to pull like I did last time for the other games. This is going to be a game that I'm going to beat. And this will be the one game that I'll be actually playing until once I'm finished with it. Then I'm going to go back to Kingdom Hearts 2 and finish that game up. So I'm leaving all the bigger games that I wanted to do, like Kingdom Hearts 2, on pause until I finish this game, because I want to finish Ocarina of Time super badly. So here we go. Oh my gosh! And also, it is kind of better graphics. Like, it's probably just because they fixed the aspect ratio and they cleaned up the polygons. But for some reason, when I went back and looked at the 64 footage, it looks a lot like more detailed, and at the same time, it's still less detailed. So it's kind of weird, kind of a weird balance. But I'm going to go with it for this playthrough because why not? Navi, where art thou? Come hither. So yes, again, this was actually my very first ever Zelda game that I remember playing. Like, I remember seeing my dad play A Link to the Past before, but I remember basically playing this game and getting stuck after, this beginning part. And actually, I remember this beginning part so well that I can beat it super fast. And before you guys ask, this is not going to be a speed one, because I'm not those crazy people that for some reason bought the Japanese version, always got the Japanese ROM, and for some reason did the whole thing where, like, they hit this one side of the Deku Tree and bam. So this is just going to be a normal LP of Ocarina of Time, but yeah. But like I was saying, this was one of my first games I've played in the Zelda series, and I think 3D Zelda games have a special place in my heart because I grew up when they were just coming out. So like, I think when I was first getting into gaming, Twilight Princess was like the biggest thing ever, and I still have fond memories with that. I had made a full review on that, complete with the Zelda Universe's dialogue, because I loved that. I think, and a lot of people was asking me, like, is that because you didn't actually beat the game? No, I beat that game. I could beat it, there will be a couple temples that I'm like, but I could still beat it for you if you asked me to beat it for you. Maybe not on camera, though, because I wanted to do other stuff. But if you were like, hey, I want you to beat this game, then I'll beat it. Anyway, hello, Truge. Wake up. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Man. So, I do love that, like, despite of how much this game's, despite how, like, big this game is, and it's still considered by many to be one of the best games ever. I don't know if any other game beat that out yet, but this did change the face of at least action-adventure games for a lot of people. Especially nowadays, I do hear a lot of people like complain about the 64 library, but the 64 like, despite its launch window of launch date of 2 games, the launch window had a bunch of other good games also. Games like GoldenEye 007 and a bunch of other games also. And this just so happened to be one of them. And once the 64-star game super popular, I feel like that's how this game became like the best of all time. So yeah, but me, when I stand on this game nowadays playing it again, it's still a solid game. I still don't think it's the best Zelda game out there, but it is still a great game, and I will of course recommend this game to anyone that is new to the Zelda series that has never played the Zelda game. At least give this game a shot, one and done. But of course, when it comes down to Zelda games, I am a random boy. That's the best way I can play. I'm a random boy. My Triforce of Zelda games, because I always try to make things a bit interesting. Like, if it's like every other game's like, it's probably top 5. But specifically when it comes down to Zelda, I have a Triforce of Zelda games. But obviously I'm playing my Triforce games before Breath of the Wild, because it's kind of hard to put Breath of the Wild inside the Triforce for me, because like it's like its own beast now. Like, it's like a side game, but it's also at the same time it's still very canon. Like, I'm obviously not saying that like, oh, Breath of the Wild is not part of the Zelda canon. No, they forced that game down your throat that it's canon to like everything else. And like, when it comes down to it, I still like the game, but I cannot put that in, like, it's in a category in itself. But back to what I was saying, my Triforce of Zelda games, it was Majora's Masks. I did like Wind Waker for a while, but it's kind of like this game kind of like stole Wind Waker's spot. And it's not because Wind Waker is a inherently bad game. It's just it's that Triforce hunting, and I know they mitigated that in the HD version, but it's just I cannot deal with that. And that's part of the reason why I stopped playing it, and also a lot of the temples in that game can kind of drag, and I wanted to cut out a bunch of like the water sequences and all that. Like, the HD version does make it better for a good playthrough, but not for like a recording playthrough. At least not the way that I record Let's Plays right now. But yeah, but I think Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are still at the bottom 2, and then obviously Twilight Princess is like my go-to game. Because Twilight Princess did almost everything that, like, it built upon what Ocarina of Time did in terms of the gameplay, and the story. I loved the story of it. It was different, it was dark, but at the same time it still felt like a colorful Zelda game. And I say colorful, and like a lot of people are like, oh, the game's too dark, like they toned down a lot of the colors. Yeah, well, I still feel like I gave it a bit more of a Western RPG type feel to it, so yeah, and then when it comes down to games like Skyward Sword, the Minish Cap, and, well, yeah, because I guess I could put down the Minish Cap. It's one that I haven't really played too much of, but that's only because the only times I've played it, I was over emulators, and yeah. So right now I'm just whoopee grinding so I can go, nope, come on, there we go. I'm whoopee grinding, so that's always fun. Because of course I know the secret, the secret, 5, rupees are. And then you go over here, you break a couple of this guy's rocks. These are Malo's rocks, and so we also don't care about him. Malo is of course the guy that's blocking us, and he's actually the one that says we can't go see the Great Deku Tree without a sword in the shield. And so, but it's so funny to think about, because in the manga, which I have no idea if a lot of you, my subscribers, even read the LZ manga, but the Legend of Zelda manga, at least the Ocarina of Time one, he's like over there chilling with the Great Deku Tree like it ain't no thing. And also at that, okay, I guess, don't drop any rupees, just my luck. Okay, I think over here is a 5 rupee. Yep, perfect. And then over here, I believe, so it's 1. Basically broke off his rocks for no reason because there was nothing in them. So now I'm just going to take all the chests. And those of course hearts. But I think this one over here is a heart, I'm pretty sure. Nope, it's rupees, okay. And it's also a good idea to get some extra just because whenever it comes down, push comes to shove, we're going to need some extras. So that I don't have to rupee grind when we get to Hyrule Field. So that's just my kind of pet peeve that I have with Ocarina of Time. Let's go over here, let's get the shield. Nicely done. Plus the A button to equip the shield, plus the right trigger to crouch, and defend yourself by Z targeting. So yeah. My goodness, I love this game. Like, I do know that, like, this game could be considered overrated, but you have to think about the story as a show, like, in a nutshell. Like, this was a bigger story than, like, what I'm pretty sure what anyone at Nintendo was probably thinking that they could pull off. And even they wanted to go bigger and better. Like, of course, this is just me, but I love Did You Know gaming videos. I actually think that they're the best, one of the best YouTube, or at least YouTube groups out there, that was supported by, I can't think of the YouTube group's name, Normal Boots, that they have. Let me go quickly plug in my camera. Yeah, so it doesn't die on me, I'm sorry. But as I was saying, there was a pretty good group, on YouTube, and so, well, Z doesn't actually do anything. I love that. So here we go. Now we made it to the Great Deku Tree. I'm back. But yeah, as I was saying, like, the Did You Know gaming videos, go like and find like a bunch of details that were left out of video games and also fun facts. And so of course when it came down to Ocarina of Time, I knew so much of it. Like the freaking boss in Mario Galaxy 1, like the very first ever like boss of that world, that section, is like was supposed to be a boss for this game in particular. It was supposed to be like Gandalf goes up on this giant like monster type thing, and you have to climb on top of him. I'm like, that would have been so lit if they would pull that off. Like if they would to pull that off. I can't English right now. But if they were to pull that off, that would have been insane. So, but yeah, and again, this game's scale was super big compared to Elite of the Past and stuff. Which, of course, I'm going to say this, and I feel like we want to lose everyone that I have ever loved by saying this, but I haven't spent that much time on A Link to the Past. Was mainly emulators. That's because for a long time I didn't have a job, and like I was saying in the update video, I think I probably said in the update video, but I'm planning on trying to get a job. And so that's one of my big things, and maybe I didn't say it, but I am planning on trying to get a job sometime. And so whether that comes out, after I buy my PC, that's going to be the first game I'm going to get on that thing. And actually, I'm not even going to get the map. Because you can literally beat this entire thing without the map. It's super dirt simple. It's like World 1 4 in like Mario or something like that. Like, it's super dirt simple that you can easily go through this. Okay, come on, you. He's like, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. I love the noses, because I feel like they talk out of the nose. I know, it's kind of weird. But, yeah. But anyway, as I was saying, I should probably talk about the temple and how I'm approaching the temple. I'm basically going to speedrun this. I am going to get a couple of gold sculptures. When it comes down to the gold sculptures, I am getting at least the adult wallet, and that's literally about it. I'm not going to go gold sculpture hunting, because I don't think I need anything else from the gold sculptures. If there is, please someone leave a comment down on this video so you guys can tell me if I were to miss anything. Like, because if I remember correctly, the gold sculptures, I guess the only thing that I'll have is like the wallets, and I'll try to get as much wallet power as I can. And I think like a part before the end game, before I go and face off against Gan, I will go and try to get as much stuff that I need in order to end the game on a good note. Well, that's weird. I don't have Deku Seeds. I'm gonna need those. Deku Seeds and Deku Sticks. I think I got Deku Sticks though. Yeah, I got 3 Deku Sticks. Down and right. There we go. There we go. And oops, missed. There we go. But yeah, and before any of you guys ask, I actually am not I'm not a PlayStation guy. Like, my experiences with the PlayStation, I always thought it was like the expensive kid items. Like, you go over to your friend's house and they have like a PlayStation 2 and you're instantly like, whoa, they're like the coolest people ever. And that's honestly how I still kind of feel whenever I go over to my friend's house nowadays and they have like the PS4 and stuff. It's because like the oh wait, I need to switch to the deck you see too quick. Good thing I got these. Back up. There we go. Whee! Crap, I missed him. I knew I was going to miss him. I was like, oh freak, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm not way that, like, I'm way wanting to get into PlayStation games. Though it seems like they have, like, a lot of good, like, games on there. Sly Cooper, well, at least from the PlayStation 2, anyway. When it comes down to PS4, I guess the only game I'll get on PS4 is, like, the Final Fantasy games, which I think they're multi-console now. Like, they're on, like, the PC and Steam and stuff like that. PC and, Xbox and stuff like that. Before I get that, actually, I'm gonna go. Make sure I get this gold scotch roy. There we go. I do like when you get them though, they make a different sound effect. Like when they drop it, it's like makes it magical. And I keep messing this up so much. Come on. There we go. Dun 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 dun. So who's going to go get this? No! Oh my goodness! Yeah, I'm only messed up the speed one, but at least I'm gonna do it in this part. So yeah, but anyway, there we go. So yeah, of course, if you guys are new to Zelda, this temple, I feel like it's very user friendly and very holds your hand. And a lot of people say like this is not an actual temple because it's like so easy. No, it's a temple. The first Zelda in the first temple that you go to, which I guess you go to any type of temple. Well, I guess you could go into any type of temple or in any like type of order in that game, if I remember correctly. But like chronologically, the first temple you go to is the easiest, and so. Which now brought up Zelda 1. I'm probably going to do Zelda 1 for gaming with friends. I think that's probably the one place I will probably do it. And I probably won't be able to play it. I think it'll probably be Daniel or Alex, one of those two. Whoever wants to do it, but yeah. When it comes down to publishing for gaming with friends, I'm going to try to do it on a Monday through Tuesday, like Monday and Tuesday uploads, while my main stuff will be on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So. And that's only whenever we actually like record something, so that's at least how I'm approaching that. I'm not going to be doing a Sunday post because I don't really do Sunday posts that much. Now I'm going to go here. There we go. It is a waste of a deck you stick, but at least one shot kills them. So hold A while pushing the block. Yes, Navi, thank you very much for your insight of how to push a block. They do what the green icon buttons. I like that they also, like, we put in the text. So it's like, what's the green A button instead of the blue A button or whatever. And so over here, what we want to do, oh yeah, just over here. Just get these. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, hey there, honey. How have you been? But yeah, just go over here. There we go. And then over here, we just want to keep running and get these over here. If we stay here for too long, then we will have to go and oof. There they are. I will probably come back here to show off something in a future part because there is a wall you can bomb, and so I was going to go show that off. But at that point, I'll have bombs, and I think I'll do it after the Zora place, kind of show off the last things you can do as a kid before you. Oops. I forgot that Y is also that button. That's good to know. So we're just going to push this down here and big old. Oops, I messed up. We don't actually are good on hot, so we actually don't need to pick up that chest. So let's go here. Yep. And then the parent, which I know I'll skip you over the text, which I'm probably going to do a lot in this playthrough. Just because everyone kind of already knows the story, and I'll try to explain the story to those that haven't played it. So, why are we even in this tree to begin with? I should probably explain that. Ganondorf, of course, the tree, which he's about to actually explain to us at the end of this, that was actually Ganon. He tells us the kind of the backstory of Ganon and the Triforce and all that. But that, at this point in the game, it's just because Ganon, someone put a curse on them, and we have to go and stop the curse. There we go. Just quickly step them. How'd you know our secret code? Well, because it's like easy as 231. Obviously. And then of course it tells you how to beat the Queen Gohoma. I can never pronounce that name. Is it Gohoma? I can't. Like for years I call it. I just call it Spire Guy. I don't really care for him, but yeah, we're about to enter our first boss of the game, Gohoma. And at this point we want to make sure that yeah, we're good. Just again save it. Always make sure it's always a good idea to save it. So here we go. Now, the game. I love the cinematic feel that this game has. This game has a lot of cinematic feels, and I think it's one of the better-looking games on the 64. But in terms of like what pick up and play games on the 64, this game is definitely one that is pretty easy to pick up and play. You would definitely need a guide for some bosses. Bongo, I'm looking at you. But anyway, at this point, Deku stick. Then keep targeting on him. Yeah, I did get automatically has set up so you can just hit targeting once so you don't have to hold it down. But of course, if you like holding down the Z targeting, then that's on you. I just like having it like this. Bam! 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 Come on! Don't drop it. Okay, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. Now we have to deal with these muttucks. I don't know what you call these things. Monsters. Where did you go? Where did you go? Okay, come on. You're gonna be like, open it, BI? There we go. Okay, don't hit down with it deep. That's completely fine. Yeah, of course, my C stick didn't go down all the way. Which, of course, I feel like that's on me, but... Okay, this time I'm going to... Your eyes going to turn red and BAM! There we go. BAM! Homing attack to the face. I say homing attack, it's a jump attack to the face. But that is the first boss. She has a pretty simple pattern. When her eye turns red, use the slingshot to go knock her eye unconscious and then start beating her with the A button, or the B button, sorry. Or start using Deku sticks. If you have enough Deku sticks, then she should be a pretty easy boss, and she's already pretty weak easy, so. Anyway, so we just got our hot container, and we got our warp zone pipe thing, so. There we go. There we go. So now we're outside of the Great Deku Tree, and this is actually the part in the manga which got this point. I'm going to bring up the manga a lot in this because not only have I recently read it in recent years, but also it's a lot more detailed, which I highly recommend you guys at least find the PDF if there is one of it. But this is the kind of the saddest part of the game. Basically, we were doomed from the start to go in now. Again, it's like that's why it's mainly a tutorial level. But yes, Ganondorf, a wicked man from the desert, came to him and cast and put a course on top of the Great Deku Tree. Ganondorf is, of course, the leader of the Gerudos, which are the Sand People, which we don't actually see until Endgame, technically speaking. Well, I say near Endgame. It's like the last temple you go to, you can go to them. But of course, you can always, you can kind of skip temples if you know what you're doing. But at least in this game, is way hard to skip temples. It's very linear that you go to one temple to another temple. But yes, the Shadow Temple, I'm not looking forward to that. The Light Temple was hard, but it was definitely not the Shadow Temple. Shadow Temple, I'll probably wage at. But of course, it's starting to tell you guys how the Triforce all came to be. And of course, it's pretty interesting to think about. Then, the Goddess of Power. Niru, the Goddess of Wisdom. These look like the Academy Award trophies that you get, like the Oscars or whatever. That's what they kind of look like. I mean, tell me in the comments if you guys think that's actually what it looks like. I think I see stuff that no one else sees all the time. So, but yeah, I do like that this game goes out of its way to kind of explain like how the Triforce came to be and how everything basically was made. So, I mean, I feel like it's a good little like world building. That's the word I'm looking for. It has good world building in this game. Majora's Mask does the world building a bit better, considering that you are basically in the one town for who knows how long. But of course, it does get your anxiety up a bit though. So, Fury. Fiore. Fiore. I think it's pronounced Fiore. Fiore, Danilo, and Fiore. I think it's Fiore or Fiore. I cased my mini tripod. So this is a bad thing. Not only did my camera basically go bad, but also the bomb pot, as I was trying to take up my camera off the tripod, my bomb pot, my camera, where the, like, where the little swivel thing goes in the tripod, broke off also. So now I'm back using, like, stacks of DVDs, N64s, and N64 games, and, PlayStation games to try and cover this up. But anyway, so now the triangles are in a secret place, on a place called the Sacred Realm, and the Triforce is basically like the Dragon Balls, the Dragon Balls, the Chaos Emeralds, the Ramen Bowls. I'm trying to make a comparison to Naruto, but I don't actually think there is a comparison to Naruto in this game. I mean, there's the Shikas. I mean, I guess they're all ninjas. But yeah, besides the point. As I was trying to say, so, yeah, this is, my goodness. But anyway, I have been able to tell you about it. This is Hyrule's Final Hope, is a boy. Of course, this is real anime now. Speaking of which, we are a boy about to head off into a journey, dangerous journey to save Hyrule from the demise, which is Ganon. And of course, we get first little amulet of the game. And again, I know this game has also got plays. This game's got plays so much, but on all honesty, I do love this game's soundtrack. It is one of the best 64 soundtracks out there. Is it the best Zelda? Again, all things considered, I may say in this playthrough, this is definitely on my top 3. It's definitely not my top Zelda game, though, my number 1. It is definitely up there, though. It is a solid game. Actually, I do kind of prefer this over every other Zelda game that's out there. Mostly the handhelds, because, like, I had no experience with the handhelds, and I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but, like, I've played Link's Awakening, and that's about it. And then I played the Phantom Hourglass, and, I played Phantom Hourglass, and that's about it. I didn't even play, Link Between Worlds. Although my brother does have it, I'm not going to play it until I buy my own 3DS, because I'm that type of person. Goodbye, the Great Deku Tree.